you ask about my opinion or the way I do an emergency reload or speed reload, whatever you want to call it, on a revolver. So before we get into that, let me show you a couple of things. I don't know how experienced you are with a revolver. All the time that we've shot together, it's always been with a semi-automatic. So I'm going to start from scratch here. Um, Probably the most common, most popular way to quickly reload your revolver is with a speed loader of some flavor. For my money, the only one on the market is HKS. They're fast, they're durable, they're extremely rugged, and pretty much foolproof. And to load them, make sure that it's open there, and you just drop your rounds in here and close it. Now they've done all kinds of tests with these. I've thrown them across the room in classes. People have run them through paint mixers. They've done everything in the world to them without losing a round. That cannot be said for Safariland and some of the other ones. So if you're going to buy speed loaders, get HKS. I don't know what revolver you're shooting, but a 5-shot 38, most of them, Taurus, Smith & Wesson, is going to take an HKS 36. So another thing that's popular that I like is the speed strip. The thing I like better about the speed strip is it's so much easier to conceal. However, it is much slower. To load a speed strip, it's just kind of a plasticized rubber. You just put these in the, I don't know if you can see that there. Just put these in the hole there, and it just snaps in. This particular one here holds 6 rounds. I've only got 5 in it, but holds 6. They do make them with 5, and I'm going to show you why I have 5 here in just a minute. I prefer to carry 6. It always gives me that one extra round if I have to load them all. If I shoot all 5 rounds, I have to reload them. I've still got 1 round left. Save that for myself if I'm in bear country, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, with the speed strip, when you do your reload, well, hold that thought. Just hang on a minute. Get my shirt button back up here. Okay, the reason I have the 5-shot speed strips is because I bought this handy dandy little gizmo here, and it is built specifically and comes with 5-round speed strips. So normally if I'm going to hostile territory, I would take a Glock and a couple of magazines. But I thought this looked like, I've always struggled with where I'm going to carry my rounds when I carry a revolver. Speed strips are bulky. Speed loaders are bulky. And if you want to carry more than one, they're twice as bulky. So this looked like a pretty handy little deal. Goes on your belt, pretty compact, and carries 10 extra rounds in there on 2 5-round speed strips. If I'm just going somewhere and I'll just drop a 6-rounder in my pocket or something and have that. Now, I'm going to show you how these work, and then I'm going to show you something I've just learned about in the last couple of months. So to start with, I'm going to load some empty brass in here because I've just been in a gunfight, so I just happen to have, well, I'm just kidding. I just happen to have some empty brass here. So when I've fired my lead, now this is assuming 2 things. Either you fired all 5 rounds and you need to load quickly, or you fired any number of rounds and you want to quickly get a full 5 back in it, or 6 or 8 or 10 or whatever you're shooting. So on that last round, or whenever I decide to load, finger straight, I'm just going to rock this back here, stick my fingers through the crane here. All right, do that again. Last shot, pop the cylinder open with these 2 fingers and pump them out with your thumb. Now some people say that it's best to keep it in your firing hand and do this. The thing I've seen with that is if you're up here too close, you can injure your thumb with the extractor, with the star extractor. You can get rounds hung up that don't fall completely free, if you don't open your hand up, which I think increases your risk of fumbling the gun. So in order to keep that grip established, your thumb gets in the way if you want to do this. They say you want to keep it in your firing hand. Well, I disagree. I think it's fast this way. I'm just going to do this. Now, when I do it this way, I have to do that and then reach for my reload wherever I happen to keep it. If I do it this way, I can reach for my reload while I'm pumping this brass out of here, or dumping the brass out of here. So I'll reach for my reload, and get right. I fail to see the time difference there, really. So if I'm going to use I've already got a speed strip loaded, so we'll go with that. So let's say I'm going to carry one in my pocket here. For all you safety Nazis out there, I'm waving the gun all around. There's nobody home but me. There are no safety issues here. So dump the rounds while I'm reaching for my reload. I can dump these in 2 at a time. Put the last one in, down to the ground, and back in the fight. That's fairly fast, and the chances are you won't ever need to do it that fast. You might, but chances are pretty good that by the time you get ready to reload, unless you're in a combat environment or something, well, you're probably going to have time to do that. The speed loader, on the other hand, get these back in here, shut it. With the speed loader, I'm going to have it wherever I have it, tucked away somewhere. And same thing, come back here, drop the rounds, take the speed loader, stick them in there, drop it on the floor, on the ground, and get back in. Much faster than a speed strip. Is it necessary? It may be, it may not be. So I found a compromise here a couple of months ago. I'll send you a link to it and let you know how to find one if you're interested. I found a deal that has you attach a speed strip, typical standard speed strip to it. And I think it comes with a couple, 3 or 4, I don't remember when you order them. But any regular speed strip will fit. Most of these speed strips, majority of them are made by Bianchi. Excellent device, excellent product. I've had some for, 25 years and still use them. There's nothing wrong with it. So this little gizmo here has a clip on the side of it. Let me see that. See the clip here? It's reversible. It comes with an Allen wrench. You take those Allen wrenches out and you can turn that and put the clip on the other side. And I did turn this one after I got it. So I want to put this in my pocket. Bullets to the rear and clipped on the outside of my pocket. Nobody knows anything about it. It just looks like if you got your shirt tail tucked in, it just looks like a pocket knife. Nobody thinks anything about it. So the thing about this is now I don't have to search in a pocket. I don't have to get in a pouch. I don't have to do anything. I can come right up under my shirt, stick my hand in my pocket. This comes out just the way I want to use it. So this comes out and I can load it in the same manner that I do with the other speed strip. I've still got one in it. If it's safe for me to, I'm going to stick that in my pocket and go back here and check my environment. These are live rounds, so I want to get them out of here and over on the other side, just in case. So, again, I think that where the speed and the smoothness comes here is when let's try this from a different angle. Maybe you can see the brass out of the way here. Maybe you can see a little better from this side. Last shot. Make sure it's empty. Last shot, finger straight. I'm coming up here this way with my 2 fingers on the other side of the cylinder. Just like that. Now I have a secure hold of the revolver. I've got a good hold on it here. I'm not going to drop it. Nobody's going to take it away from me. I've got it secured here. Dump the brass out, still have the gun secured, and then load it however I'm going to load it. When I close it, I'm just going to bring this hand back into the firing grip, close that, drop that hand in, and it's pretty fast. So this speed strip thing that I got, still not as fast as a speed loader, but I think it's twice as fast as a normal speed strip that you may have tucked away somewhere. That one's always going to be in the same spot. I'm not going to have to look for it. I don't have to fish through a pocket for it. I don't have to open a pouch. I just reach in my pocket and bring it out like this. So this is the I didn't even know they made these. I just discovered it a couple of months ago, and I really, really like it. It's really changed my mind on how often I carry the Revolver. So now, since we're doing this, if let me find my brass here. Since we're doing this, let me put my brass back in. If you do what some people may call it, a proactive reload, tactical reload is what we call it, whatever, I don't care what you call it. If you have time, if you're somewhere safe where you can do it, and you fired 1 or 2 rounds. Let me stick, that's a good thing about speed strips, is you can replace 1 or 2 rounds at a time. You cannot do that with the speed loader. The speed loader is all or nothing. Let me get that live round out of there. Speed loader is all or nothing. You either got to do all 5 or 6 or none at all. Which means if you're going to do it with a speed loader, like I said a while ago, you dump 1 or 2 or 3 live rounds out on the ground, so you're wasting some of your rounds right there just so you can make sure you have a fully loaded gun, where the speed strip shines. So if I wanted to do a tactical reload, a proactive reload, whatever, I'm going to open it up the same way. I'm going to hold it here, and I'll put my thumb underneath here, lift up. See, I'm going to lift it up just slightly. I'm going to lift this up. Now, usually, if you've just fired it, I say usually, don't trust your life to it, but usually, if you've just fired it and the shells are warm, you can pick that up and let it back down. The fired brass will generally stay up a little bit and will not go back down in with the rest of the rounds. Like I said, don't trust your life to it, but generally it'll do that. If the light's good and you're in someplace where it's safe, you can look down, okay, those 2 were fired. I'm going to take those out, throw them on the ground, get my speed loader, speed strip, replace those back in the pocket, and now I'm back in business. So hope that helps you out. I'll get this video finished up and get it to you tonight or in the morning or whatever. So thanks for joining me. Talk to you later.